Yo guys, what's going on? Hope you're having a freaking fantastic day. So I think I screamed there, but anyways, yeah. What we're gonna cover today is map labels, so labeling things on your map, and then NavMeshes, and just some basic tips and tricks on how to do things. So during the thing I might just give a few tips and tricks, but let's get started with map names. So first of all, we've got our map name here. I'm in Eden editor. So I'm in my normal project, the project that I had last video, Wesadivka, and I loaded up Eden, or not Eden, but what's it called? It's Everon. So the way I did that is I went to Arma Reforger, Worlds, Eden, and just clicked on Eden .ent. So that would load you into this world, and then you can do some cross-referencing, looking at your world and looking at Eden, and seeing what the differences is. Looking at the professionals, at the developers, how they worked on the project, how they placed things around, and how they made map names and all that type of things, and that then shows you how to do it on your map. So that is a nice way of cross-referencing. So first of all, I'm in this little area. So I searched up the name Perele, and that would come up with this S_Perele. So let's do some dissecting, as they would say. So on the right hand side in object properties, you will see that we've got generic entity. That is what we need to start the process. We've got the generic entity, and how we can find the generic entity is if we go down to create, search generic entity. This is how we find it. Drag and drop that into your project. Second of all, this is what it's called, S_Perele. But as you can see here, it's just called Perele. So S_Perele. Next up, we've got these two components. So we've got generic entity, and we've added two components. So here, down here where it says add component, we've added two components, SCR editable comment components and SCR map description component. So what we do here is let's look at our generic entity. They've got Y relative unselected, which is good. Coordinates and script, all these things fantastic. Static, visible, traceable. We need to make sure that these are selected. Second of all, we need to go into SCR editable component comment components, and let's see here, editable entity type comment, auto register always. Let's see here, default, and slot non-interactive with local. So this is how I usually cross-reference all my things. Down here, visualization, we've got SCR editable comment UI info. We've got our name, so the name of the place. We've got the icon, editable entity, location base, whatchamacallit, static, visible. Then we've got the color that we can play around with, and the size of the name, bold, or it can be italic. Secondly, let's go to SCR map description component. We've got it enabled. We've got the name, so hashtag AR map location underscore parallel. So for us, it would just be just your map name. We're gonna test out the map name. Okay. Visible on map. Select that. Show elevation. No, no, no. Name of settlement. And type undetermined, unknown, and all the rest. So great stuff. Now what we want to do now is we're going to go Westadivka and we're going to launch our map, or our, so I'm going to launch the GM Westadivka. It should be exactly the same for you if you are doing a conflict map or game mode. Cool. So now I'm here in my map. So what we said is a generic entity. Drag and drop that in there. Second of all, what we said is I did take a photo here. Here we go. I did take a photo. There we go. So we need editable, SCR editable comment component. So generic entity, add component, SCR underscore editable. Comment component, here we go. And it was a comment. Set the class. I'm not too sure if the class was set always. That was always. Default was selected. Flags. It's non-interactive, local, non-deletable. But before we do anything, we'll make sure that everything is okay and working. Here it was UI something. I think in this case, guys, it was static and visible. I'm going to be smart and take a photo. Take a photo of the... Yes, we want to save this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little screenshot like I did right here. And... Cool. So... let's go to Parallel, select this, and the first one, static, visible, traceable. Remember, static, visible, traceable. I'm just saying that to myself. Take a screenshot of this. Voila. Click. And then we shall go back to our world. Now that we've got a screenshot, we can do all the nice things. So, there we go. Cool. So there we go. We've got this, and let's open up the screenshot. SCR editable comment component. We want to name. Remember, we want to name our area that we got. So mine would be this thing, Soloviove. Cool. Copy, paste this. And let's check our screenshot. Here it says always, we've got these two correct. And UI information will be set to editable comment UI info. S underscore. There we go. We'll just call it S underscore. Here UI info will be, what was that again? SCR editable comment info. SCR editable compound comment info. Name, we'll paste it in there. Description, icon. We don't have to set an icon for this. Beautiful. Set that up right there. Scroll a little bit down. Set class correct. And we can change the. I'm gonna change mine to about this color. And next up, what we have is we've got SCR map description component. So what we need to do is we need to add another component and say SCR underscore map map description component. Here, just paste, control copy, control V this in there. Here it needs to be static. I just remember static, it was these three, top three. Going back to map description and description component, we've got scale, faction. It wasn't tree, it was a settlement name. Where is settlement name? Probably just looking right over it. Name settlement. There we go. Oh, beautiful. And it popped up as well. Look at that. And there we go. Now you can probably increase this. No, sorry, not that scale. Right here. Increase the scale over here to 2. So the further away you will be, obviously, the larger it will be. So there we go. And we are going to place it in the middle of our cool. And there we go. I just placed it a little bit more. Would place it to the little bit more to the top. And there we go. Beautiful. And that is perfect. That's what we want. Control S. Remember to save your project. Go into play mode. Let's see if it works. Yeah, look at that, guys. Beautiful. Selidov is set up perfectly. And it's got the color as well. It's got the color, which is pretty awesome. Alrighty. I keep on freaking flying away. Fantastic, guys. That is what we want. Now, let's check it on our map. We can see it on our map right there. For some reason, our map is not working. I will get that sorted real quick. There we go. That just needs... We're in GM, so it's GM. And this just needs a quick like so. So we Control S, save this, go here, press M. We should see Selidov. So this is the map name, S_Solodov. Solovyov. I keep on saying the D. And yeah, great stuff, guys. That is how you set it up. Now, for some reason, it does not want to accept this. Apply. Beautiful. I'm going to try one more time, and then we move on. Beautiful. There we go. Svyov. It's Solovyov. Beautiful. I keep on struggling with that. And that's perfect, guys. That is what we want. Now, obviously, you can go and play around with the other names. Drag and drop this into your MapNames layer, which I would recommend you guys making. This, I'll just take the S away, and visible on map scale, I'll just do 0.2 just to make it a little bit larger on the map so that we can see it well. Faction, we don't have to do that, and all is well, all is good. Great stuff. Next up, we want to do some NavMeshery. Now, going into your NavMesh, we're going to generate, go to generate. We're going to generate 3 soldiers, BTR-like, and low res. Okay, so generate soldiers. Now, when you generate this, I want you guys to make a folder inside of your project folder. For me, it was West Adivka. I just remade West Adivka. Now, for some reason, got 2 layers in here. So, but I made West Adivka right there, okay? So this is where I popped in everything. This is where I saved all my soldiers, low mesh, and BTR-like, and my topo is also in here as well, my conflict topo, and my sat map is also in here. So, dragging your attention to the right hand side of my screen, you'll see that it has just created the NavMesh. Now this can take quite long. It can take up to 10 minutes if you're on a 20 by 20. It depends on your computer strength, if it's capable of doing it. But yeah, this is what. So yeah, that is what you get. It took me a few seconds to load it, but it's a small map, so yeah, it'll take a little while. Now you need to save it into this West Adivka thing, folder. Okay, now save whole NavMesh. Other, so I'm gonna find it for you guys, so it will be in your documents, my games, Arma Reforger workbench, add-ons, West Adivka, or whatever your project name is, and then you'll find West Adivka, your project name that we just, the folder that you just created, and there you will save your stuff, okay, and save it in there. Voila, just like that. But I've already got it saved, so that's the file path that you will follow for each of these low res soldiers and BTR-like. Okay, so save that. For me, I will just say okay. Ooh. Okay. Generate. Click on the arrow. BTR-like. Okay. And okay. What BTR-like does is it allows the AI to see the roads and where it can drive and where it cannot drive. So that is pretty cool. Obviously, if you put it in the middle of a field like there, it will be able to drive. It just allows the AI to drive nicely on the roads. So save whole NavMesh, BTR like, okay. And then we're going to generate another one called low res. Okay, okay. And generate that. Now, road network. To be honest, I am not too sure what road network does. If any of you guys do know what road network does, pop it in the description, in the comments. I would be very grateful if you guys do that. If you do know what it is, but I am not too sure what road network does exactly. But I'll do some tests, and in the next video I'll just start off with road network and what it does, what I found out. But yeah, cool. Here we go. Save, and then save as low res. Beautiful. Now you've saved all of these. Now you need to put it into your map, into your SCR AI world. So we're going to go to SCR AI world in your GM subscene, SCR AI world, object properties. Then we're going to go to, then you'll see on the right hand side of my screen, top right hand side, you'll see NavMesh 1, 2, and 3. The first one will be your soldiers. So what you'll do is you'll say set class. Oh shit. Okay, don't do that. It's okay. Set class, and then you'll find your soldiers. Click on soldiers. Okay. Beautiful. And down here in NavMesh project, you will see that it's called soldiers. So soldiers, soldiers, first one. Second one, NavMesh world component, BTR like. BTR like down here. So the top, same as the previous one, set class. Click on the two buttons or the two dots, BTR like. Click OK. Put it in there. You'll find. The third one, low res. Low res is down here. Low res right there. Beautiful. Okay. And that should be you done with your AI, and it should be all working, all good. We Control S to save. I'm gonna test it out. I'm going to decrease the volume that is outputted from my PC, otherwise I'm going to be deafening you guys. We'll put maybe these guys up there and tell them to walk in a line like this. Now I'm not going to wait for them to walk the entire length, but there we go. They are following the waypoints which have been placed down for them. We're just going to wait for them to reach over here, and we will maybe put some Spetsnaz or maybe these guys over here. Put these guys to defend this area, and they are moving as we wanted them to. Now what we are going to do is test if they see the angle or the what are these things on the word? Walls. Let's test to see if they see the walls. So there we go. They've got movement right there. Okay. And looks like they are taking cover. Do see that they're taking cover in the bushes. This guy is cool. Are they taking cover? Yes, they are taking cover. Okay, cool. So that is what we want to see. Um, place your AI in densely populated areas with buildings and stuff. Place them and tell them to move to certain places. Um, Once they start fighting, they shouldn't be moving off in one direction. Otherwise, something has been done wrong. If they do move in one direction, try and generate your NavMesh. That's what worked for me. So let's just double check. NavMesh, all of these are cool and done. Road network. 25 minutes. Rebuild node roadway network. Rebuild road. I don't know what that does exactly. I'm not gonna lie. I'll try and figure out. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helped you guys out with some of the questions that you have. Keep on making amazing things in Arma Reforger. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are up to. If you are interested, hop in the Discord, and we've got a section where we just post images of our maps that we are busy with. So feel free to get in there, and it's a form of motivation as well, to post your work. Honestly, it's your work. My word, to post your work on there and get some positive feedback from people. The community is all about constructive and positive feedback. I personally do not like it when people give negative feedback. Not negative feedback, but non-constructive feedback. If you want to give me negative feedback, give it in a constructive way. Don't just tell me something's bad. Tell me something is bad, but this is how you fix it. And that's what the community is all about. It's about building a relationship with each other and bringing Arma Reforger to the height and the popularity and the make it more fun. If you not more fun, but make it the most fun it can be. That's what modding is all about, guys. So stay safe, stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions, anything, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. But until then, guys, see you later. Cheers.